international borders cannot be changed by force is a principle we've adhered to in this group very strongly and rightly so. And any settlement will only work with the support of the coalition of the willing. And again, this is something we had the opportunity with colleagues to discuss in Munich. There is of the willing, and again, this is something we had the opportunity with colleagues to discuss in Munich. There is an interest, not just in Europe, but beyond Europe. The coalition of willing countries have an interest in this outcome. It's not something where we are observers looking in. It is our history, it's our territory, it's our peace, it's our values that are at stake here. And that is why it's important that we play our role in this. So that's all really from me by way of opening. I'm going to go to you first, Vladimir, if I may, in Kyiv, and then Emmanuel, I'll come to you. But Vladimir first, if I may.
Thank you very much, dear Keir, Emmanuel, dear friends. First of all, thank you for being here today with us and being here with us during all these years. It's a big historical challenge, and we are so thankful that Ukraine has so big friends as you, and we are very proud. Today we have coalition of the willing, and we have 36 countries, 36 representatives, supporters who are around Ukraine and really against Russian aggression. So I'm very thankful for this support. This is important. I will be very quick. We don't have too much time. And as Keir said that we are on the open line, we didn't know about it before, but it's okay. What can I say? There are no secrets. Russia attacks our civilians, our energy. We had terrible winter. Yes, and I think that only help of our friends and resilience of our people gave us possibility to survive. That's why we are asking to help us to renovate energy system. I hope that we will end this war, but in any air defense. And thanks, Mark, for Pearl program and other friends and allies. We need Part 3, Part 2 from the United States, and I hope, yeah.
Technical troubles.
No, it's okay. Thank you so much.
We can hear.
Yeah, so we need air defense. We are very thankful for the last package. We are very thankful. I'm not sure that is better, by the way, but we are thankful for the last package of air defense, and I can't share all the details, but half of the package is already here. It came 2 days ago, so thank you so much. This is important. We really count on continuation of this program. Then sanctions, we count on strong support from EU leaders and presidents of Commission and Council. So we're really proud that we have such relations. We count on the next package of sanctions, especially shadow fleet, Russian shadow fleet, to stop their tankers. And of course, we count on not to have too much challenges with 90 billion. The decision was great, but we need this money here in Ukraine to help our warriors and to help our civilians. And the last thing, then I think without press, we will speak more about negotiations where we are. Some things which I wanted to share with you. We need Europe in negotiations. We do what we can to involve Europeans as much as possible, and we count on your leadership in all this negotiation process. We will have trilateral format, I think, during this week or 10 days, and what can I say? We need peace, but we have to prepare to any other kind of challenges from Russian side. So thank you for your support. Thank you, Keir.
Thank you very much, Vladimir. I'm sure I speak on behalf of the Coalition Willing in saying, please use whatever means you can to express our support and solidarity as a group of nations to all Ukrainians on this marking of the 4 years of the conflict, and be absolutely clear with them that we stand with Ukraine for as long as is necessary. Emmanuel, can I come to you?
Thank you, Keir. Hello, everybody. Hello, Volodymyr. First of all, let me reiterate the fact that we stand with you, and all our support to you and your people. And Rob, welcome to the club. Happy to have you around this VTC. To go straight to the point, I want to comment on all initiatives in terms of negotiation, but I'm very skeptical, to say the least, on the fact that we will deliver a short-term peace. I mean, I think it's good to follow up these initiatives, but let's be lucid. There is no willingness on the Russian side to have a peace. And by the way, to have a robust and solid peace, as we see fitted at this very moment. Having said that, what should we do on top of what was already said? First, continue our support to Ukraine. I want to commend all the colleagues for the contribution. We will work, but Ursula and Antonio will probably revert on our 90 billion package, but we will deliver that, no choice, because we committed and we had an agreement at the European Council. And as well on the energy front, thank you, Volodymyr, for sharing your request. We got a G7 leader statement on the war in Ukraine, and I will make sure that everybody has this G7 statement. And it is very clear as well on the support of the G7 on the energy side. And point taken on the air defense and your request on the short run. Second, pressure on Russia. So we will have to work hard on the 20th package of sanctions, follow up the effort as well with the US on what they do and what we are doing. And let me insist once again on the shadow fleet. Keir mentioned the very good figures we have. We had recent very good operations. Denmark as well on Saturday had very good operations. And I want to encourage colleagues to make more on that, because clearly disrupting shadow fleet activities is very efficient. And we see that we are completely killing the business model of these guys, obviously because the insurance costs are skyrocketing, but as well because when we take the substance, when we put penalties and so on, we kill the business model of this shadow fleet. So it's very important we do more. Yesterday we had a call with the NB8. Our Estonian colleagues had very good ideas. I don't want to be longer, but I think we have to follow up this effort and do much more. My last point, because I don't want to repeat what was already said by Volodymyr and Keir, is about the security guarantees. The job is being finalized by our SHOD. I think it's super important that now, based on our meeting beginning of January, we follow up till the end. And I encourage all colleagues to lift caveats in order to facilitate the planner's job. It's super important we finalize everything we agreed on in concrete terms in order to make it credible for a long and robust peace and a sustainable one, but as well because probably we will have to preempt and accelerate some of the key pillars of what we scheduled. But it's very important we provide in the days to come full clarity on operational issues regarding this point. I don't want to be longer. I want to thank you, Volodymyr, and thank all the colleagues being with you in Kiev, and to be sure that you can count on all of us in the beginning of this 5th year of the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, and to clearly to share our solidarity and our commitment to your fellow citizens.
Emmanuel, thank you very much. Friedrich Merz is at a state funeral today, so he can't be with us, but he's done a short video, which I propose we play, because I think we're still got the media with us just for the time being. So can we set that up, please?
Dear Emmanuel, dear Keir, I thank you for convening today's meeting of the Coalition of the Willing. Dear Volodymyr, dear friends, I deeply regret that I cannot join you in person today due to the state funeral honoring our former President of Parliament and a towering figure in German democracy, Rita Süssmuth, so I have to stay in Berlin today. Now, today marks a somber milestone. For 4 long years, the Ukrainian people have defended not only their sovereignty, but the very foundations of the European peace order. We bow our heads in honor of the immense sacrifices made by Ukrainian soldiers and civilians alike. Their courage remains an inspiration to the entire world. Germany's commitment to Ukraine remains ironclad. Today we are Ukraine's strongest supporter. For 2026, my government has increased our military support up to 11.5 billion euro. And we are rapidly deepening our defense industrial cooperation. In the European Union, we are working to operationalize the 90 billion euro loan so that the first disbursements can be made in April. Within this coalition, we are working to provide robust security guarantees to ensure that Ukraine never faces such aggression again. So we must be very clear. This war will only end when Putin realizes that he cannot win. That is why we must increase pressure on Russia. We must dry up Moscow's war funding. The 20th package of sanctions by the European Union has precisely this goal. Moscow is not as strong as it would like the world to think. Russia is not winning. So we will continue to work towards a lasting peace, a peace without forced territorial concessions that would reward aggression and underpinned by strong security guarantees. Security in Ukraine and security in Europe are inseparable. European security cannot be negotiated without Europeans at the table. We stand with Ukraine for freedom, for sovereignty, and for a secure Europe. Thank you to all of you, and have a good meeting today. Looking forward to see you next time.
Great, thank you very much. And now we'll go back live, as it were. Mark, can I bring you in just to give us the NATO perspective?
Yes, thank you, Keir and Emmanuel.